Hello guys, I hope you are all doing good and you are keeping your entries minimal in this tough market. So last few days were very tough, right? We are seeing good base is building in quality stocks like this, but after breakout we are seeing a drawdown candle or a squat candle where most of the trades are getting failed. And why is this? I found a very simple and very common structure forming in most of these failing stocks. So what are these? All right, first of all, let's see what is the structure on this illustration, and then I'll show you some live examples. So let's say a trend has started like this and the price is moving here, okay, and the stock started to form a good tight base here, or you can say a volatility contraction, or you can say a consolidation. All right, and when we buy here, the entry is on the break of this range. So what is happening in current market, where the market breadth is not that much strong and it is falling from the higher zone like this. Okay, so the breadth is not good and there is not that much optimism that was few weeks back. All right, and here after this range breakout, the volume did not give much of follow through and it just starts to drift quietly, and the price gives wide fluctuations at this level and it is caught, and you will see a closing candle like this. In the first half of the session we are seeing a candle which is standing strong like this, but at the end of the day you will see a big wick here, right? So what is that common structure? The common structure is that most of these bases in this current market is forming near the channel resistance. You see, we can draw a very simple channel by using these three swings. We just need these three swings, or you can use this one also, okay, because this one will gonna form first. So this is first, second and the third one. Alright, and if we connect it, then you can see this base is not actually a accumulation base. This is a distribution base. Because of this channel, the price has already shot up this much and then it is forming a base. Very rarely out of 100, only 20% of these structures will gonna give you a successful move to the upside. Alright, so as of now we are seeing the stocks are getting matured, the trends are getting matured, and most of the bases are forming at a higher level, which do not suggest any kind of accumulation. They are kind of distribution ranges. Let me show you some of the examples. Alright, let's see some of our successful trades. So this is Ether Energy, and you can see we have took our entry at this price level 331. It gave a good breakout of around 7 to 8%, and I booked up at this level because I saw that this channel is going on, you see, and I do not draw two separate lines to draw a channel. What I do is like this, I found some successful swings, then I will gonna connect these swings with a trend line and I just clone it and try to project on the upper side or the lower side. In this case I am trying to project it on the higher side. So this is quite perfect here. We have just projected this line on the swing highs also. So this is giving me a perfect reversal zone, and you can see how many times the market has reacted from this zone. See, after this big candle, the market has formed a very tight range, a rocket base you can say. But what happened? The breakout didn't occur, or you can say there is even a fake breakout. This candle is moving above the previous candle's high. So this is a failed breakout here. Why? Because the upside potential is very low. But once we have touched this support line and it started to form a contraction, then we have took our entry here. Alright, so any range forming up here like this will not gonna give you move to much higher levels like this will not gonna happen, and this happens only 20% of the time. So the probability of trading these structures is very bad. The edge is not in our side. Even in edges trade, let's jump to a lower time frame. What happened here? We have seen this channel. Okay, let me draw it once again in front of you. So this is a trend line which is connecting these two initial swing lows. Then if we just clone it and project it like this, then you can see here the move got exhausted around here. I booked on my second target. I got around 5% 6% move here. Then I waited. I see next day gap up, it sustained a little bit, it moved higher, but then you can see what happened. It has given a down move toward the support line. Alright, then it resumed move up. So this is very choppy. Above this channel resistance line, the movement was very choppy, so I do not want to risk anything here in this zone. If the structure is like this, it's nearing these support lines, then there is a potential targets. Alright, you can see in many other examples also. See, this is a channel, a trend is moving in this beautiful channel. The price contracted here. After some trapping, the price moved towards the higher resistance, which is, you can see this previous swing high. It gave 10%. Okay, it consolidated for 2 more days here, but what happened? It gave a breakdown, erasing off much of the 10% gains. Alright, only 2 or 3% gains are here by the end of today. Alright, so you need to book your profits at the right time. Any base forming here near this channel resistance will not gonna sustain. You can see some more example like this. So this is a very good base formed up here in LT Foods. I have seen a lot of charts on X also, and the volume, as we see that on the down days the volume should be very low like this. On up day the volume should spike. Okay, so you can see how much perfect range is forming up here, right? But on the breakout day, what happened? The volume came in. Okay, on the lower time frame, you can see what kind of volume came in. Only one single candle spike, and volume, then you can see the volume and price are just drifting to the right, directionless, or even they are trapping a lot of traders. Okay, so why this is happening? This is because of we are overlooking a channel. So you always want to squeeze your chart, all right, and then try to identify the direction of the trend and the location of the trend. So how we can do it? We can do it with the help of a channel. Okay, so let's draw a channel in this here. So I am using these two swings, okay, for a trend line. Here if I use this one, then you can see the third one perfectly respected this particular channel. Okay, then we just project it like this. You need to make few adjustments to see the clear picture. Okay, all right, so now you can see from this point the price took support of this trend line and started to move on the upside. Okay, then it encountered this channel resistance. Okay, so the move slowed down. Let's see the micro view. Okay, the candle is big enough, 2 days of consolidation, then again a big candle, okay, almost 10%, then 2 days of consolidation, then again a candle, but this candle is very small in comparison to the previous up move candles, right? So this can give you a little indication of trend slowdown. Okay, on the next candle also it formed a doji and it is showing you some kind of trend weakness. Then on the next day, see, the candle has started to move down, then some consolidation. Okay, so this is how this big range has formed up, but you can see the projected target is not that much good enough. Okay, there is a channel resistance, and even if this moves, then it will gonna move like this. It will take a lot of time to hit this particular resistance just to fall down towards the low of this trend line. Alright, there is a lot of structures like this. In Nava also it is forming a very good box range. For few weeks I have been watching it, but you can see how the price is moving in this particular channel. Okay, this might be a earnings play here. After earnings it gave this big move. Okay, but here it has found its exhaustion place, and this is not what we want it to do. Okay, the EMAs are starting to decline or they are flattening as of now. Then what they will do is either it should go into a flat consolidation like this to test this trend line. Okay, then if you find any meaningful consolidation, then you can plan your trade at this particular location, not here. This is a scary box, not a trading box. Alright, so what kind of structures we need to look at? Okay, this is Zydus Life. I have shared it with you in our previous watch list, that you can see it is touching the channel resistance, and at this point we can't say that this is channel resistance. Alright, after this breakout, you have got around, I think, 10% move. It started to form another range from here to here, then it gave you another 9% move. It encountered this channel resistance, and on the same day the candle is brutally down. The closing is very bad and the wick is very big. Alright, so we have saw big consolidation of around 28 days, okay, inside this upthrust candle, then few little bars, and then on this day we took our entry. Okay, so here you have this much target potential. Now it is 12%. Earlier when we were talking about this range, then it was just 11%. Alright, so you have to take trades at the perfect location in a particular trend. Okay, Talbros is also setting up for this particular setup, and Hiromoto, let's say Hiromoto. So Hiromoto does not have any kind of channel resistance on the upside as of now, and it is forming a very good horizontal pivot level. Okay, and its results are also on 7th of August, so it can make a earnings move or something like that. Okay, and you can see Good Luck. Okay, Good Luck is also nearing its support trend line, not the resistance trend line. Okay, here you can see the structure is formed, this structure. Let me draw a box and you will see that this consolidation is formed up, a very good breakout, but the breakout didn't lasted much, only 5% move here. Why? Because of this channel resistance. Now it has drifted in this beautiful range towards the support line, then we can say that it can make a move towards this resistance zone around here. So as of now I have found out that majority of the setups are forming near channel resistance, and which is not a good sign for us. So we need to look at structures which are forming bases like this, and you have to take your entry at this level, not here. So that's all for this video. I hope you have liked this observation. Make sure to retweet and like the video. See you all with another interesting analysis.